Hello everyone. Now I want to talk today about the central nervous system. And in the central nervous system, we are going to talk about the cerebrum. And in the cerebrum, we are going to differentiate between the gray and white matter. So as we see, the gray matter is found in special places in the cerebrum, as we see here in the cortex, in the basal ganglia, in the thalamus, and in specialized structures, other specialized structures. Okay, first of all, let's know what do we mean by gray matter. Gray matter, when we say gray matter, we mean the places that has neurons inside it. So these places where they are dark, they are called the gray matter, and this name is due to their neurons inside them. When we say white matter, that means we mean the nerve fibers that project from these neurons. So nerve fibers that project from the gray matter are called white matter. So every white or light color in the cerebrum is a nerve fiber that projects from the gray matter, which has the neurons. The gray matter is divided into several parts. The most important parts are the cortex, the basal ganglia, and the neurons that we'll talk later in the brainstem. So in the basal ganglia we have anatomical structures and we have physiological structures. The anatomical structures are the caudate, the putamen, and the bulbus pallidus. The caudate and the putamen and the bulbus pallidus. As we see, the bulbus pallidus has two parts: the internal bulbus pallidus and external bulbus pallidus. This structure in the middle is the thalamus. And as we know, the thalamus works as the secretary of the cortex, where fibers project to the thalamus and then to the cortex and then from the cortex to the thalamus again. Then we have the functional part of the basal ganglia, which consists of two parts, which are this part, which is the substantia nigra, and this small part, which is the red nucleus. These parts are more likely near to the midbrain, but they are functionally working with the basal ganglia. One of the important structures in the cerebrum, which is from the white matter, is the internal capsule. And the internal capsule lies in between the basal ganglia and the thalamus. It carries the fibers that comes from the cortex and from the spinal and goes to the spinal cord. and also other fibers within the internal capsule. So any injury in one side of this internal capsule may cause hemiplegia in the human being. So this part is called the internal capsule. Okay, so as a quick recap, we said that we have the white matter and the gray matter. And the white matter is the nerve fibers, and the gray matter is the neurons that project these fibers. We divided the gray matter in the cerebrum into main parts, which are the cortex, basal ganglia, and thalamus. And we divided and we talked about the most important part in the white matter, which is the internal capsule. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.